The next item on the agenda is under the heading of new business. And it talks about what Mr. Gurley talked about in his fees. Planning Director George Gurley is proposing an increase in planning and code enforcement related fees for the fiscal year 2009-2010. He also is asking that a portion of the additional revenues from these fees be able him to hire a part-time employee to manage filing phone calls and administrative duties in the planning department. A summary of these proposed fees and charges is included. George will present this item. George?
Yes, sir. Basically, what this is to do is going to increase some fees in a number of areas. I'll go over each area if you like for me to. And bottom line is going to generate about, we anticipate about $11,600 in revenue. This is based on the fact that the money that is generated from it was based on the first 4 months of this year, which is lower than our usual revenue. So I feel like we'll get at least as much revenue that can be generated from some of these fee changes. These fee changes are pretty much, I'll just kind of go down each one. There's an increase in business use permit, land use zoning fees, and administrative fees. And basically, it just gets it in line with what other places are charging. And it's just, we're going to recoup some of our administrative costs. Code enforcement division fees, there's an ABC application fee, which was $25, it'll go to $50. Building permit fees, it will change. Sign permit fees, it'll increase those to get them more in line with what they should be. They've been relatively low. Some $25 fee will go to $50, and a $50 fee will go to $100. As far as building permit fees themselves, there's a proposed increase to $3 per $1,000 for value, for construction value, which is a 16% increase in the rate that was established in 2008. As far as plumbing permits, the base fee is going to be increased from $30 to $35, which is a 16% increase in fee charges. There's also a proposed $2 increase in per fixture costs from $3 to $5. This is just for individual fixtures when you're doing your permit application. Heating and air conditioning, there are some changes that basically is going to have a $5 increase on the permit fee, which would be from $30 to $35, which is a 16% increase over the 2008 costs. And this will affect Schedule 1, 2, 3, and 4 under the mechanical section of our fee schedule. Some of these fee schedules would actually be increased by $5 per fixture or type of compressor ratings and what have you. It would also affect increases for your electrical permits. The normal $30 fee would be $35 for base permit application with no other additional items. It would also include a 400 amp service that would go from $75 to $90, which incorporates that increase of the $35 fee basis wireless line. There would be a proposed $35 increase for mobile home, a $5 increase on the mobile home base permit fee, which would go from $30 to $35. The sprinkler system permit, there would be an increase in that. The very same thing, it would go from $30 to $35. Installation permits would go from $30 to $35. Re-inspections would go from $30 to $35. And basically, in summary, we just feel like that this will give us the tools that we need to serve the public and give them a level of service that they actually deserve. Right now, it's very difficult from an administrative standpoint, based on the staffing we have, to do some of the administrative duties. And if we were allowed to take this $11,600 and use $8,000 of it out of the general fund to use for a part-time person, which would basically get to about 19 hours a week is what we're talking about, to do do some of the administrative functions in the office. It will benefit all of the citizens of Roanoke practice. I just feel like it would be a real good benefit for everyone. And I'd like to recommend that the council consider this change in fee schedule.
Thank you, George. Anybody got any questions for George?
George, if you get this authorization for the part-time administrative assistant, are the people that was laid off going to be given first priority?
Yes, sir. The reduction involves the full-time people. Full-time people, part-time people wouldn't be given, but the full-time people that were laid off would be given first consideration. And that would include within the planning department and I believe in public works and any other employees would be given an opportunity first. They could do that type of work, administrative work.
Anyone else have a question? If not, the action request is to consider an increase in planning department fees and authorization of a part-time administrative assistant. I'll entertain a motion on that. Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? If there is no discussion, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, and ayes carried.
Thank you very much.